That's fantastic.
Good God.
Nice to meet you. So, I hear you're a politician looking to fund your campaign. That's right, it's running for Congress. It's nice to meet you. I'm with AIPAC. What do you believe in? Well, I'm America first. Are you? Yeah, I use that term loosely. Oh, let me ask you this. How do you think you can best serve your constituents here in Texas? Well, I think by listening to their voices, their concerns, and then taking action by visiting Israel. How often? I mean, once seems like enough. And by once is enough, I mean multiple times? Like once a year? And once a month would be better. But actually every 2 weeks seems like a good balance to go talk to high-level officials in Israel to better learn how I can represent my constituents here in Texas, to hear it directly from them. Fascinating idea. It seems like you care. So what are your feelings on this war with Iran? I mean, gosh, it's like a no-win situation. Just being in there is more? More war with Iran is that's how I feel about the war with Iran, wouldn't it be? As a potential member of Congress, why would you say it's necessary to stay in the war with Iran? Well, gosh, yeah, I mean, you got the WMDs, or nukes, as we're calling it on this one, and you've got the the yada, 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 America's best interests, is it? Yes. What are your feelings on this Epstein files nonsense? I mean, these disgusting predators, we need full investigations and then prosecutions. Shouldn't we just move on from them? Really, I mean, these files just seem like a big distraction to me. Don't they?
How do you expect to stop the devil if you don't believe he's real?
And what do you say to Jewish people who may watch this and be utterly horrified by what they're hearing?
They can be horrified. I mean, I was horrified to find that they mass murdered Christians. I was horrified to learn the things that they teach in the Talmud. I was horrified that they think that Jesus is burning in shit in hell. I was horrified that they think that the Virgin Mary is a whore. I was horrified to learn that they think it's okay to steal from Gentiles. I was horrified to hear that there's, two sets of justice. I was horrified to find out that they think it's okay to, gang rape Palestinian prisoners.
But how did this tiny country with no resources and 9 million people convince the world's great superpower with the greatest military in history to do its bidding in a way that was going to hurt it?
Well, yesterday, our Secretary of State, Marco Rubio, told us exactly why. He said that the U.S. struck Iran because the U.S. would have been attacked if Israel struck Iran first. This preemptive threat that forced us to strike Iran was that Israel was going to attack Iran. What does this say about the countless other attacks on countries that were justified because they were an imminent threat to America? Libya, Afghanistan, Iraq, and now Iran. Were they a threat to America, or did we go to war because a foreign leader told us to? The thousands of American soldiers that are dead, the million Iraqi civilians that are dead because Bibi Netanyahu got up on the world stage and said that they had weapons of mass destruction, and they didn't. For the last decade, you were politically ostracized as an anti-Semitic conspiracy theorist or practically blacklisted from employment if you said the words that Marco Rubio said yesterday. We have sitting congressmen saying that they are in Congress as the leading defenders of Israel and advocating for genocide for a country that our Secretary of State just just said forces us into war with them? Americans are in the midst of a recession. 72% of Americans can't afford health insurance. 67% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. We are seeing record debts across the country in every category. And our government has sent over $300 billion to this small country in the Middle East. Similarly to the said justification for the over 2-year-long war and ethnic cleansing in Gaza, Americans do not feel threatened by Iran and their nuclear programs. Americans do not believe that they have weapons of mass destruction. But are Israel's nuclear capabilities not a perceived threat? You know, the Samson option, a nuclear policy that would enact a nuclear holocaust and potentially the end of the world if Israel's existence was threatened. Our tax dollars funded that. Yesterday on Fox, Netanyahu admitted that he has been trying to persuade presidents for decades to attack Iran and that Donald Trump is the greatest president in American history.
So we're into 6G now. I just 5G. I was a leader on 5G getting that done. And now they're up to 6.
Let's do it again.
What does that do? Give you a little bit deeper view into somebody's skin? See how perfect it is? I like the cameras the old days. So they just had a nice feature. Now they cover every little. Let's see, Michael, you're in good shape. You're not gonna. But I tell you, it's so the 6 is coming, huh?
Where's Eric? Where's Eric? Where are you, man, and who wants to know? The U.S. government, that's who. Like I read, by 1984, the government will have tracking devices on all of us. And after that, they're gonna jam electrodes in our brains so they can read our memories. Damn U.S. government.
Damn U.S. government. Without our government, you'd be stuck in Siberia now, sucking the juice from a rotten commie potato. Let me tell you something. If the U.S. government decides to stick a tracking device up your ass, you say thank you. And God bless America.
He's so easy.
Okay, 1965. The Jewish Holocaust became a movie and was buried into our conscience. I mean, just driven in as far as it would go. And became the most important sock puppet us in the United States have ever had. Jews cannot be prosecuted for any reason because they were so badly persecuted. Make sense? I mean, they were so badly persecuted. It's like I sat and watched Mayorkas when he got cornered on the stand. And he says, well, I'm the son of a Holocaust survivor. And now, I mean, it was like that fixed it. That was it. Oh, well, obviously, you need to be let go. All right. We hear about Holocaust survivors all the time, but never once about the 6 million victims. What about the people that died? I mean, we never hear about the people that died. They are all survivors. Okay, and I think I've heard of at least 6 million of survivors. All right, so if you want total protection from any prosecution, just like our government, you become a Jew. Now, the Judaism that they are adopting is a Kabbalistic style Jew, okay? It's the ones that the Ashcan Nazis brought with them. Rabbinical Judaism, okay? So Israel is nothing more than a sock puppet. It doesn't exist. We created them. And we created them for a cover for the money laundering that we do and mass murder, okay? Lucifer's here to kill, steal, and destroy. And that pretty much covers it. All right, now, it's us, okay? It's us, the U.S. We're the bad guys. It's us. Okay, we've just been deceived, that's all. Now, until we get this straight and understand, we're going to be sitting in the corner like, you know, a fourth grader in timeout, okay? Because, you know, you can't prosecute and you can't even blame Jews for anything. But you blame them for everything, but they just can't be prosecuted. You see what I'm saying? Okay, so come on out of time out, you little fourth graders, and understand that we've got a problem and we need to fix it.
Look, we came, we saw, he died. We came, we saw, he died. Look, we came, we saw, he died. Look, we came, we saw, he died.
What are you doing?
I'm giving a blessing to the audience.
I don't think they appreciate it. They were throwing it back.
Well, they thought it was a curse. Would you like me to show them how the sign of the curse works?
The sign of the
completely
curse?
different.
How does it go?
No, not at you people out there in the audience, but this is the difference.
Aim it toward Red China, would you?
This is the sign of the horns. A curse sign, the two fingers extended. This way, spread apart for sort of shotgun blast, you know.
I always
all over,
figured if I ever met the
together.
devil, it'd have dirty fingernails. Go on.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
Where?
Dirty fingernails.
Well, that's because I've been fooling around with your equipment.
Never mind. Don't blame it on the food. Go on with it.
All right.
So that's the sign of the horn, and then what happens? Is that it?
Well, the other ones, too.
Yeah, what are the other ones?
The other ones, one of them's the pox sign. That's 3 fingers extended.
A pox on you?
A pox on you. During the Middle Ages, this was...
Oh, yes.
But
You're
originally...
a bad cat.
Well, you have to be bad to be good, don't
Is it
you?
true that you teach people how to make voodoo dolls and stick pins in them to hurt people?
That's right. I believe that hate is necessary in a controlled way just as much as love is necessary.
But could it really work?
Of course it works. It's been working in primitive societies for a long, long time.
Well, then how come you don't pick out the despots of the world and make dolls like that and stick pins in them so that the... Oh, you want them to win. You want the bad guys to win, right?
Well, I don't say they're necessarily the bad guys or the good guys. It's not up to me because the only people that I would cast a curse or a spell on would be people individually that would sort of get under my skin.
Why are you staring at me like that?
Because after all, hate should be a personalized thing.
There's Trump holding up the hand of Bobby Lashley, whose handle in WWE is the Almighty. That's back when Trump was making his appearance on WWE, which got him a Hall of Fame indoctrination into WWE, which they all write the script, right? But I find this kind of interesting that during the hair for hair match against Vincent Kennedy McMahon, who is definitely a God hater, he chose Bobby Lashley to represent him. And when Bobby Lashley won, Donald Trump is holding up the hand of the Almighty. But if you notice what Bobby Lashley is doing with both hands, pointing two fingers up, a broad out, just pointing them two fingers broadly out into the audience, that is a form of the devil horns. And Trump is right there holding up the hand of the Almighty. How many things has he tried to show us of who he is?
It's a big club, and you ain't in it.
Check out this epic tower, bro. This thing is lit with vultures. And I literally came over here and parked because I wanted to see if any are dropping dead off of this thing, right? So check this out, bro. You can't make this up. Is that a coincidence, bro? Is that a coincidence? Riddle me, bro. Look, these things are dropping dead off this tower, or what? Is that just natural causes? I don't know, guys. What do you guys think?
I want to do a follow-up video about how my car is using twice as much gas as it was before we started this war with Iran. Now, you can all call me crazy and say there ain't no way possible. They're not putting water in the gas. They're doing something, okay? They're doing something. I drive a lot. I drive an hour to work. I drive an hour home from work. I fill my tank twice every week. It used to be $30 to fill it. So $30. And then on Wednesday, I fill it again. That lasts me the rest of the week. I fill my tank twice. Since this war in Iran started and the prices jumped up, now I fill my tank Sunday night, Tuesday night, and Thursday night. I fill it at the same time. It's about an eighth of the tank, eighth of the way, an eighth of a tank, and I fill it all the way till it clicks. The same gas station. The only difference is the fucking gas is more expensive. So you tell me I'm crazy? Why is my car burning more gas? The only logical explanation I can come up with is that there's either water in the gas, because I notice my car doesn't run as smooth as it did before. It doesn't idle the way it did before. And sometimes I swear to God, I stop and it almost sounds like my car is going to stall. Now I have a Toyota, it's reliable, it's never broke down. It runs good, hasn't broke down yet. But what I want to know is, why is my car going through the gas quicker? It's pretty easy to explain when I go from 2 tanks to 3 tanks, when I drive the same distance every single week for years. So you tell me what's up. Not only is it per gallon costing me more, now I got to put a whole nother fucking tank of fuel in my car. But why? Can someone explain this to me? Is there like magical gas, like a vapor that they put in it? Is it water? Is it like a cheaper version? Somebody tell me, because I don't know what the hell's going on. But no, I'm not losing my mind. This is the truth. 2 tanks to 3 tanks in a week.
Here we go. Ready? I think our country is occupied.
Who do you think we're occupied by?
AIPAC.
A lot of people think that.
The evidence is all there. It's come on. We send $18 billion a year to Israel. Why? Just ask the question, what do we get out of it?
Nothing.
We get nothing. Are we doing humanitarian work? No, they're charged with genocide. They're killing off Palestinians. Are we helping them survive? Well, they've got a higher standard of living than we do, a longer lifespan than we do, free education, free housing, free health care. Well, we're sending them money. Why? Ask yourself why a U.S. congressman can wear an Israeli military uniform in congressional chambers. I would think that would be an act of treason. But they did. Nobody said anything. Ask why the Israeli prime minister can bypass the president, fly directly in and speak to our Congress without any other government interaction.
I didn't know that could happen.
Oh yeah, Netanyahu did. Flew straight in, bypassed the president, talked to the Congress. Congress gave him 26 standing ovations. Our Congress gave Netanyahu, a foreign prime minister, 26 standing ovations.
But let's hear what the normies are saying about this whole thing.
Do you support Project Epstein Fury?
Of course. Every night I pray that my kids will fight for the Jews. But leave me alone. I've got bread and circuses to get to.
Well, going back to 9/11, that satanic ritual where the pentagram fit right perfectly in the Pentagon, that was laid out on purpose. That 5-sided institution of war, inside job, CIA, Mossad, that implemented the Patriot Act, that put TSA agents in your airports to control and check out who all's flying. Which, you know, before 9/11, there was no problems. But to control the world, to bring in the New World Order, they had to do that. Now the latest, besides the war against Iran and the oil control and the jet fuel which I, for one, don't think those jets take near as much jet fuel, if any, than what they're letting on. It's been trillions of dollars in theft by the controllers of this world that are in control of your media, that are brainwashing the whole human race. Now they want to put the ice in there. And once they get their foot in the door, they will never leave the airports. Maybe for a temporary short period of time. What do you think that the TSA agents is the only ones in the government not being funded? It's all part of their plan. This diabolical synagogue of Satan that is controlling this whole world. The God of this world, the little g. The liar and the murderer from the beginning. And our whole government, not to put aside all the other governments across the world that has bowed down and sold out, are controlled by that tiny little country of fake Jews that call themselves Jews, but they are not. That was Palestine. I called this little series of short takes from different people the shit show. Because in my opinion, everything we're seeing now is nothing but a shit show. Used to be a clown world. Now it's a fucking shit show.
Floor by floor instead of popping out.
It was if they had detonated. If they were planned to take down a building. Boom, 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 boom.
All the way down. I was watching it and running. Floor by floor instead of popping out.
It was if they had detonated. If they were planned to take down a building. Boom, 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 boom.
All the way down.
All of a sudden, it was like bang, 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 like bullet shots. I saw from the corner, boom, 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 boom. Just like 20 straight hits. Just went down. And as the bombs were going, people just started running. And I sat there and watched a few of them explode. And then I just turned around and I just started running for my life because at that point, the World Trade Center was coming right down. From the corner, boom, 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 boom. The whole building just went, and as the bombs were going, people just started running, and I sat there and watched a few of them.
Of Nevada Republican Party says that Trump, people are worshiping Trump, quote, worshiping Trump.
What more can be said than thank God we're here in Sunset Park to worship and bring back the greatest president we've ever known in our generation.
What? That's the first time I've heard that. To thank God we're all here to worship and bring back Trump. Just like the other.
I've been called out by everybody for the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge. Homer Simpson, Mike Tyson, Vince McMahon, like everybody's going crazy over this thing. I guess they want to see whether or not it's my real hair, which it is. So here's what I'm going to do. Miss Universe and Miss USA, I own it. They're here. They're going to really do a number on me. I'm challenging President Obama, my son Donald, my son Eric. Let's go, ladies. What a mess.
Welcome back to our special edition of Out Front. We are live tonight in Las Vegas, where
A police news conference is about to begin any moment. Obviously, we will be bringing you that live as this investigation continues. It comes as doctors are working around the clock, helping hundreds of victims from the mass shooting that took place behind me. I was at a hospital today. They still have 29 people still in critical care right now. And as the healing is beginning for so many, we are hearing some incredible stories of heroism and humanity, including the story of Jonathan Smith. And, you know, you may have seen his picture. It's a picture, frankly, that has been seen around the world. And the same word is in pretty much every single headline. And you can see it there. Hero. Hero, 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 hero. Jonathan was credited with saving the lives of some 30 people, even as he himself was shot in the neck. And Jonathan joins me now. He is back home. That's Irvine, California. And thank goodness for that, Jonathan. Look, I'm so grateful that you're able to talk to us. I know that you are obviously very seriously injured. You have that bullet that is still in your neck.
You know, when the BBC News are making their main headline stories disgrace pictures of the former Andrew, that clearly that's not the real news, that they're throwing him under the bus. They're using that to distract from the bigger picture, which is this is not about individual creepy men. This is about depraved systems that run this world. And the media keep doing this. They zone in on the individual. It's about Epstein, creepy, pervy old guy. It's not just about creepy, pervy men. This is about systems that run this world. Epstein likely made his money from human trafficking and weapons trafficking. You can't do that on your own. He moved huge amounts of money between continents. You cannot do that without being backed by systems. Yeah, banks, the government, the CIA, the FBI, Mossad, Israel. So the darkest part of humanity that involves trafficking children is also connected to the system that make up the infrastructure that make up our everyday lives. Do you hear where I'm going with this? By connecting and participating in this system, you're participating in the darkest parts of humanity. Like, this system is fucked. We need a revolution. And if you don't want to participate in darkness, you have to reject this system.
You're going to kill so many people with this toxic smoke and all the shit that they're putting into the atmosphere. You're worried about climate change? Don't use plastic straws. Don't use plastic shopping bags. You got to do your bit to save the environment while they're doing this fucking shit. Fuck these people. Fuck Donald Trump. Fuck Benjamin Netanyahu. Take your country back, people. If you're Israelis out there and you care about life at all, overthrow your fucking government, take this bitch out and fucking hang him. Benjamin Netanyahu is the most evil fucking moron ever to have existed in the history of the fucking world. Seeing 9 million people being fucking openly murdered by a bloated fucking parasite pedophile just to cover up his own kiddie fiddling kind of pisses me off. Yeah, fuck you, Trump. Fuck you, Hegseth. Fuck you, Lindsey Graham. This little fucking parasite. You've been seeing him. He's gleefully smiling, saying, oh, we're going to kill so many of them. We're just going to kill them all.
You just wait to see what comes in the next 2 weeks.
The next 2 weeks meaning what?
We're going to blow the hell out of these people.
Greebly little fuckwit that guy is. For God's sake, somebody fucking stick their hand up his ass and grab his head and use him like a sock puppet and make him say something fucking decent for once. Stupid little fucking gumbo prick. Fuck, man, come on, guys, what happened to the fucking men? What happened to the men? You know, like 100 years ago, we would have tarred and feathered these cunts and run them out of town fucking eons ago. What happened to the men?
I'm that bitch. I'm that bitch. I'm that bitch.
Welcome back to Is It War? World War I. War. Correct. World War II. War. Correct. The Vietnam War. War. Oh, I'm sorry, Carl. That was a congressionally authorized counteroffensive. Don't worry, we get right back on track with the Korean War. War. No, that was police action.
No, they had tanks and stuff.
Well, the police have tanks now, don't they, Carl? Okay, the First and Second Iraq War.
War.
They identify as military action. It's a bit like pronouns, except we kill people. All right, how about Libya?
War.
I'm sorry, that was kinetic action, not a war. Venezuela.
Well, it was an act of war, I think.
No, I'm sorry, that was a law enforcement operation, not a war. Iran.
It's a war. We're doing war things.
No, not war things. Preemptive retaliatory de-escalation action.
No, that's not a thing.
All right, judges. Okay, how about the war on terrorism?
War.
No, it was a coalition-led conditional operation. How about Afghanistan.
Afghanistan was the war on terror.
No, I'm sorry. That was a pre-authorized defense stabilization initiative.
Okay, can somebody tell me the rules here?
War on poverty, Carl.
Well, poverty? That's not even
I'm
a thing.
sorry, I hate to do this to you. It was a trick question. We don't have poverty in the United States. The Dow went up to 50,000. Couldn't even get that high. Amazing. Don't even worry about the Epstein files. War on Christmas.
The coffee cup thing? No, that's not a war.
It is a war for the soul of the nation and whether or not I can wish my children Merry Christmas.
Okay, you know what? I quit. I don't want to do this anymore.
Today's magical phrase, Carl, you just became a United States Congressman. Congratulations, Representative Carl. Merry Christmas.
It's March.
Well, okay, Happy Hanukkah.
Because the most powerful nations in the world have to go down to their knees. That's what happened to Egypt. That's what's going to happen to America. That's what's going to happen to Germany. That's what's going to happen to France. That's what's going to happen to London. England's going to happen to Poland. That's what's going to happen to Russia. That's what's going to happen to China. That's what's going to happen to North Korea. They're all going to go down. They're all going to go down to their knees, especially the Western ones. The Zohar says that they're going to go down hard for how they treated us over the last 2,000 years. For the destruction of the Second Temple and how they treated us, Hashem's going to take them down hard. He's going to humiliate them on the world stage. Western countries. Asaph, Edom. I'll take that one. That's what I want to see. I don't want anyone to get hurt, but let's move things ahead a little bit. So, of course, the world's going crazy now. Things are going to be speeding up a lot. But we're almost there, guys. It's happening. This is it. And so, yeah, it's less ethnocentric. It's less ethnocentric. Because the reason God's doing this is for His name in this world. And His name being made great amongst us, we already think His name's great. It's the world stage where His name is going to be made great. And that's going to be the ultimate fireworks show. That's going to be where the biggest Kiddush Hashem will happen, is when Hashem's name is made great in this world. Amen. Shkoyach.
I'm not political, all right? I don't believe in Republican or Democrat because it's not in the Constitution. It's not in our Declaration of Independence. It's just American, one nation under God. Whatever they do as one. The trick is to give us the illusion that there is a choice, that there is a separation, to keep us fighting over these things. These things right here. Keep us not talking about the fact that we're working harder. 5 generations now. We're working harder than our great-great-great-grandparents and our grandparents did, who had no education, who sent their first generations to college. We were on our way somewhere, and then something happened in the 50s. One of the big things I think that happened is they took the Bible out of school. People don't know, a lot of you young people don't even know the Bible was curriculum. And I'm not religious once again, but the Bible gives us a strong moral code to live by. We were family. We were community. We knew our neighbors. Our children played outside, met new friends. Those new friends wanted to spend the night, and they had to ask their parents, and their parents became friends. Today, mom's in the park on fentanyl, and we think they give us this propaganda about it comes from China, it comes from here. They didn't want this stuff in this country. It wouldn't be here. This is a weapon against us. There is an attack on all of us, red, blue, conservative, liberal, it doesn't matter. The American is under attack. Our dollar is buying a lot less. We're working a lot harder for it.
Thank you. And the last speaker, and then I have to close the list, but we're going through all speakers anyhow, is Mr. Brown.
Dear Madam, you have just given a wonderful presentation of how unnecessary and useless your office is. With all due respect, the situation is clear as we look at the recent war. The gun, where is the gun? The weapon. It's the US Navy and Air Force. Who's the gun holder? Who's the perpetrator, the aggressor? It's the Jews. Israel and Jewish diaspora all over. And you, madam, you are merely the silencer at the end of the gun barrel. And this is everything you do here to to stop me right now and all the world, all Europe, for the truth to be spoken.
Thank you, Mr. Brown. I just want to say, because you're always seeking for attention, I know you by now, but on behalf of this committee, I completely reject your anti-Semitic remarks you just did. You will not repeat this in this committee.
Could you please elaborate?
To the High Representative.
Could you please elaborate?
Mr. Brown, you don't have the floor. Shut up. Madam Callas, please.
Allah, I can't believe I'm doing this. But the world has to know what Hamas is making here. They're taking over the entire hospital. They're taking over the fuel, the medicine. I have nothing to treat with. I had to fix a fracture for a five-year-old boy without morphine because Hamas took it to themselves. Ya Allah, please, if you hear me, please leave, run away, don't stay here, please. يا عالم يا ناس اطلعوا من هون اطلعوا من الشفاء.
So that video circulated online and many pointed to it and said, see, this is what Hamas does inside of these hospitals. You know, get out, move, go. This is what they're doing in these hospitals. It turns out that this woman is an Israeli actress. She's actually kind of a well-known Israeli actress. The way that this came out was first this community note came out. These several doctors and nurses from Shaifa Hospital stated that she never worked there before and they never have seen her at the hospital, in addition to her Israeli accent that is clearly obvious when she speaks Arabic due to her inability to pronounce certain letters. So that first came out, and then people spotted her and they recognized her and they realized that this is actress Hannah Abutbul, which is an Israeli actress. So this is the kind of propaganda. I mean, when the propaganda is so blatant like this and it's a lie, how can you ever trust anything the IDF says? How can you ever trust anything Israel says? And the bombs in the background that obviously sounded so fake. How could you trust anything they say?
And with AI, over the next decade, that will become free, commonplace. You know, great medical advice, great tutoring, and it's kind of profound because it solves all these specific problems, like we don't have enough doctors or, you know, mental health professionals, but it brings with it kind of so much change. You know, what will jobs be like? Should we, you know, just work like 2 or 3 days a week? So I love the way it'll drive innovation forward, but I think, you know, it's a little bit unknown. Yeah. Will we be able to shape it? And so legitimately, people are like, wow, this is a bit scary. It's completely new territory.
I mean, will we still need humans?
Not for most things. You know, we'll decide.
President Trump is the first president in nearly 5 decades to finally have the courage to do what so many American presidents and leaders around this world have longed for, and that's to take out the threat of Iran. So yes, the president is speaking with our allies in Europe and also many of our partners in the Gulf and Arab world to encourage them to step up to do more to open the Strait of Hormuz, and our NATO allies especially need to step up. Look, President Trump has been very, very frank with our friends in NATO for a very long time. He got them to increase their defense spending up to 5%, and now he's calling on them to do the right thing because, again, the United States of America is leading the way, not just to support and protect our American assets and bases in the Middle East, but also to defend Europe and the Middle East and the rest of the world from the rogue Iranian regime.
Bitch, I know you cannot wait to go on maternity leave. You have to be exhausted. It is exhausting to come out here day after day lying to the American people, and also exhausting to try to put a positive spin on the shit show that Donald Trump has created. There are two parts I want to talk about here, where Caroline Leavitt is saying, as if it is a flex, that no other president in the past 50 years wanted to do what Donald Trump is doing, attacking Iran on behalf of Israel. You think that is a good thing? Because all I hear is there hasn't been a president, an administration, an advisor, a chief of staff, a secretary of defense that thought this was a good idea until Donald Trump came along. And his co-captain is Pete Hegseth. And if that wasn't delusional enough, now they are demanding that our allies come and help us clean up the mess that Donald Trump created. It reminds me of that summer I made the horrible mistake of getting bangs. And they looked so bad after that I tried convincing all of my other friends to get bangs too, so I wouldn't look like the only idiot. But these aren't bangs. This is war we are talking about. And I thought we were killing it. I thought we were slaying it. I thought we were girl bossing this war against Iran. And now you are demanding that other countries, our NATO allies, places like China, France, Japan, South Korea, and the UK should come clean this shit up. I gotta say, I think Venezuela really gassed your heads up. That you thought you were just gonna come in there in 24 hours, dismantle everything, and, leave unscathed. There's a reason no other president wanted to do this. The audacity to demand that other countries come and help. And that takes balls, I gotta say. Because you're acting as if they don't remember Iraq either. Some people actually live by the saying, fool me once. And if you think it is not the same, you are just plain stupid. A British philosopher once said the only clue to what man can do is what man has done. And the US has done this before. So yes, I am happy that our allies aren't stupid enough to appease the toddler currently throwing a temper tantrum that they're not helping. It must be nice to have competent leadership. It really must be. Anyways, bye.
Those weapons of mass destruction got to be somewhere. As you can tell from the look on Andy Card's face, we've become a little concerned about the vice president lately. Whenever you ask him a question, he replies, "Let's see what my little friend says." But we get along well. Here I am saying, "Dick, if the Hunan Palace doesn't get lunch here in 4 minutes, we're going out." Nope, no weapons over there. Maybe under here.
My friend, she was she was the one who pushed me, and we were running, like we were already situated in the by the bookshelf, and she's like, grab a book. So I took a book. It was a tiny book, but I took a book and I held it up, and I believe maybe the book kind of deterred some of the bullets, so it didn't hit me so badly, but she was the one who gave me the idea. Yeah. She definitely helped a lot.
It went in through the back of my head, just right, like kind of in the middle of the back of my head, and then came out right here.
Breaking news, it turns out that the people carpet bombing the innocent are actually the good guys. Just kidding, that would be retarded. Let's go live to Steinberg.
So you're saying they have weapons of mass destruction again?
Exactly. It's the same excuse we've used since the towers fell. Not much has changed. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get PTSD from hurting the innocent, then we die for the chosen people. Yeah. Let's go, we shouldn't be here.
This non-chosen sand person lost his home and family just hours ago, but Israeli military officials say this is God's plan and questioning it is antiseptic.
Please stop!
I hear they're building a new restaurant in Tel Aviv. The chef prepares an amazing foreskin salad.
This is where I will cook my foreskins. Imported directly from the adrenochrome factory.
I've never tried the foreskin salad.
Sounds satanic.
Right. Probably part of their Talmudic beliefs.
Right.
Shapiro Stein.
I miss 2001, back when we all blamed the same people. Today, everybody notices. This is why we do false flags. We go live to the dancing Israelis.
These people really know how to dance, but the real dancers are on the roof.
We're following these guys up to the top floor. No clue what's going on, but they're moving fast. Yo, check this out. We are God's chosen people.
Breaking news out of Times Square. Officials say they found a Muslim passport in the debris.
Thought it was the Jews. Sir, are you okay? I'm sending my son off to Iran tonight.
You saw it from your apartment? Yeah, right over there. They were just dancing. It didn't look right.
Wow. We better go fund that.
Right? It feels good to personally fund the most grotesque acts of violence. Back to you, Dennis.
Anyways, follow my boy, Jake GTV, if you're not retarded.
Cold out here.
Yeah, it is. It's like the South Pole.
It's like the deep South Pole, if there was one. There isn't, though. It's like the deep South Pole, if there was one. There isn't, though. No way.